Shalom and welcome. My name is Tom Howling, and today we are traveling again through the book of Yehuchanan, which is also called Yochanan in the modern Hebrew and John in the English. And we will deal with chapter 8, verses 41 to 44. So we begin firstly with a chart of the Nukud. And that is to help anyone who's relatively new to get some concept of the vowel marks and how to use them. And also we have these great resources which we would encourage you to use. They give you translation, transliteration, and then of course you've got the dictionary down here which will enable you to look up the root words, and often they're usually three-letter roots, and it'll help you in understanding the words better. So let us begin. So, of course, we come to 41, and it's represented with a mem, which has a value of 40, and a aleph, a value of 1, being the first letter of the alphabet. And we go through the letters, as we like to do each week. Aleph, tav, mem, ayin, sin, because the dot's on that side, yod, aleph, vayet, because there's no dot, yod, Kaf, mem sofit, aleph, tav, mem sofit, mean mem at the end of a word, which looks different than the normal mem, which looks like that. Then we have ayin, sin, yod, mem sofit, vav, yod, aleph, mem, resh, vav, aleph, lamed, yod, vav. And now that we've gone through that, we can go through the reading of it. And we have et, which is a grammar marker. Ma'aseh. It means the deeds of. And the reason we can add of is because it's a construct form. So then we say the deeds of Avi Kem, which means your father. The Kem being a plural form of your. And then we have Atem, which also means you, and I've added are. Osim, doing, because it's sort of like in a participle form with a cholim above there. And then we read, Vayomru, and they said, again, the pronoun is on the end, it's third person this time, and they said, Elev, unto him. So the translation, you were doing the deeds of your father. They said to him, and then we have one word down here, ma'aseh. That's your root word from the first word. It's the root word, which is a masculine noun. It means act, action, or deed. And because we've got the ending like that, it can be also plural then too, the deeds of. And so we're going to read that without any aid. It is et ma'aseh avi kem atem Osim vayomru elev. Grammar marker, the deeds of your father you were doing. And they said unto him. And then we go to part B. And we have a lamed, aleph, yod, lamed, dalet, yod, zayin, nun, vav, nun, yod, mem sofit, aleph, nun, chet, nun, vav, yod, shin, lamed, nun, vav, aleph, vayet, aleph, chet, dalet, hey, vav, aleph, hey, aleph, lamed, hey, yod, mem sofit. And we read it. Yaldei. Oh, sorry, first one. Lo, not. Yaldei, meaning children of. Again, it's got the construct at the end with the zera and the yod. It's a construct. And of course, the root of it is yalad. If we look down here, yalad is a kol verb to give birth. And yeled is a masculine noun meaning son, child, youngster. So that's why they use children of, and then zenunim, fornication. Anachnu, we. So not children of fornication, we. And then we have yesh, which can mean there is. Lanu, for us. Again, the nu is us. Av, meaning a father. Echad, one. Who? He, and you could say he is. Ha-Elohim, the Elohim. So they said to him, we are not children of immorality. We have one Father who is the Elohim. And so we have yesh, adjective, there is, there are, it may, has to, or have. And then I've given you the other two. Now I'm also thinking they must have been having this conspiracy concept that he is a son of immorality, because why would they say that otherwise? So now we're going to read it without any aid. Lo Yaldei Zenunim Nachnu Yesh Lanu Av Echad Hu Ha-Elohim. Not children of fornication, we. There is for us a Father one. He is the Elohim. And so now we turn to 42a, which is a mem, 40, and a ve at the second letter of the alphabet, so it has a value of 2. And then we go Vav, Yod, Aleph, Mem, Resh, Aleph, Lamed, Yod, He, Mem, Safit, Yod, He, Vav, Shin, Ayin, Lamed, Vav, He, Yod, He, Aleph, Lamed, He, Yod, Mem, Safit, Aleph, Vayet, Yod, Kaf, Mem, Safit, Kaf, Yod, Ayin, Tav, He. And we read it. Va, Yomer, and he said. Now, when there's no sign of a pronoun there, we can add he into it. It can also be it, but in this case, he said, Alehem, unto them. Again, the pronoun is hem, them. And then who's speaking? Yeshua. Lu, if only. So that's what it is. If only. Lu is if only. Haya, he was. Elohim. Avikem, your father. And the your, of course, is plural. Ki, for, or that. Ata, now. Now, often they'll put it in the translation, they'll put then, but it literally means, it can mean for, that, or when, or because. So we're using that now. And down here I've got ata, adjective means now, currently, the present time. And I've also given you ki, because of that same thing. As a conjunction, it means that, when, because, for. And the translation, Yeshua said to them, if only Elohim were your father, for then. And so now we can read that. Va yomer, Alehem, Yahushua, Lu, Haya, Elohim, Avi, Kem, Ki, Ata. And he said unto them, Yahushua, if only he was Elohim, your father, that now, and we turn to part B of that, we have an Aleph, a He, a Vayet, Tav, Mem Sovid, Aleph, Tav, Yod, Kaf, Yod, Aleph, Nun, Kaf, Yod, Yod, Zade, Aleph, Tav, Yod, Vav, Vayet, Aleph, Tav, Yod, Mem, Aleph, Tav, He, Aleph, Lamed, He, Yod, Mem, Sofit. And we read it. Ahav, Tem, meaning you, and we could add would, love. Because we know that the root of it is ahav, which is a kal verb, to love, to adore, to be fond of. So you would love, ot. me. Ki, for. Anoki, I. Yatsati, I went forth, or I emanated, or I came from, right? But if we look at it, yatsa means to go out, to leave, to depart, to go forth. So I went forth, uvati, and I came. It's a perfect form, so, and I came. Me et, so literally the et is grammar marker, so it's like from with the mem. Ha Elohim, meaning the Elohim. And the translation, for then you would love me, because I have gone forth and come from the Elohim. And so now we can read that. A, hav, tem, ot, ki, anoki, yatsati, uvati, me'et, ha Elohim. You would love me, for I went forth and I came from the Elohim. And so we come to 42c. We have a hey nun safit. This is a nun at the end of a word, different from this nun. It appears different, but it's a nun sofit. Then we have lamed, aleph, mem, nun, yod. Vayet, aleph, tav, yod. Aleph, kaf, sofit. That's kaf at the end of a word. Hey, vav, aleph. Shin, lamed, chet, nun, yod. And we read it, hen. And hen can be see here. If you look down here, its root is hine. As a preposition, it means behold, see here, here it is. So I've got see here, lo not, me, ni. Meaning, literally means from me. And it's not often translated from myself. But I have come, or I came. Ak, but, who, he, shelachani, sent me. So we know we're talking about Elohim here, right? From Elohim, yes, I did not come from myself, but he sent me. That's the translation. And so we read it. Hen, lo, me, ni, vati, ak, hu, shelachani. See here, not from me I have come, but he sent me. And so we turn to 43a, and we have a mem, value of 40, a gimel, value of 3. So we're in 43. And now we have a mem, dalet, vav, ayin. Lamed, aleph, tav, dalet, ayin, vav, lamed, shin, vav, nun, yod, yod, ayin, nun, safit, aleph, shin, resh, lamed, aleph, tav, vav, kaf, lamed, vav, nun, safit. And let's read it. Madua. For what reason? Something that translates why. That's how they got it in the translation. But you can also say, for what reason, lo, not, tedu, you do know. Again, it's got the tav at the beginning and the vav at the end. That means it's second person and it's also imperfect. So, you do know. Le, sho, ni, my tongue. Now, we know that lashon means tongue. So the ending with the chirik and the yod means my. It can be me or my tongue. Ya'an, which can be because, if we look down here, ya'an as a conjunction means because of, since, for the reason. So because of, shir, that, lo not, tuk lun. Not, that's the lo, And then with the tav at the beginning and the nun at the end, it means you, but also it's like a plural you with the paragogic nun on the end. So you will be able. So what's its root? The root is literally yakol. It's a kol verb, to be able, to be possible, or could have. And there's a simple rule that often they replace the yod, being a weak letter, with a vav there. And that's why we've got tuk lun. Right, so the translation is, why do you not know my tongue? Is it because you are not able? Right, so now we can read that. Ma dua lo tedu le shoni ya an asher lo tuk lun. And of course the translation, for what reason not you do know my tongue? Because of that, not you'll be able. And we're in 43b. We have a lamed, shin, mem, ayin, aleph, tav, dalet, vayet, resh, yod. And we read it. Lish, mo, meaning to hear. Now we can see that the root of that is shema, meaning hear. To hear. Et, grammar marker, devari. And again, the chirik and the yod meaning my. So, and devar we know is word, my word. You are not able to hear my word. And so we just quickly read that. Lishmo et devari. To hear, grammar marker, my word. And so we come now to 44, represented with a mem, which has a value of 40, and a dalet, the fourth letter of the alphabet. So we're in 44. We have an aleph tav, mem sofit, mem aleph tav, aleph vayet yod kaf, mem sofit, hey, sin, because the dot's there, tet, nun sofit, vav lamed ayin, sin, vav tav, aleph tav, tav, aleph vav tav, aleph vayet yod kaf, mem sofit. And we read it. Tem, you, and again I've added are, and also the you is plural, because of course he's talking to the crowd, we could say the people that are speaking to him. Me'et, meaning from, and of course the et is grammar marker. Avi kem, meaning your father. Now we see that the kaf there is a kh, so it's like a longer sound. Ka. Right? Kem. Ha. Satan. The devil. And we know Satan means the accuser, the devil, the adversary, the devil. Ve'la'asot. And to do. Lamed is to, and with the vav with the shavar under it means it doesn't change anything. It's like a separate. So, and to asot, to do, and that's like a construct form of the word asa. Et ta'avot. Now this is a different one where we actually say the vav. Often we don't when the vowel mark's above it. But in this case, ta'avot, not ta'avot. And it means the pledges of, because it's like, I guess we could add that, right? Now, its original root, of course, would be ot, which means sign, token, omen, seal, or pledge. It can mean a pledge. So therefore, the pledges of Avi Kem, your father. So therefore, the translate, you are from your father, the Satan, and you desire to carry out the craving of your father. That's how they translate it. But In this particular script, it seems to imply that the pledges of, they desire to do the pledges of their father, right? And so we can read it. Atem me'et avikem ha-satan v'la'asot et ta'avot avikem. You are from your father, the devil, and to do the pledges of your father. And we come to 44b, and we have a chet, fe, zade, tav, mem safit, hey, vav, aleph, resh, vav, zade, chet, hey, yod, hey, mem, resh, aleph, shin, vav, veit, aleph, mem, tav, lamed, aleph, ayin, mem, dalet, kaf, yod, aleph, mem, tav. And we read it. Chafatztem, chafatztem, your desire. Who? He, or he is, rotseach, meaning a murderer. So, haya, he was, me'rosh, from the head, which literally means the beginning, u-va-e-met, and in truth, because emet means truth, lo not amad, he stands. Ki for emet, the truth. And down here I've got rodseach, which is an adjective or noun meaning murderer. Because it is a noun, it would mean kill, slay, or assassinate, right? Because it's a noun form. And then we have ratsach, which is the col verb to murder, to assassinate. And of course I've given you a mud, which means to stand, to rise, to withstand. Right, so the translation, your father, you desire. So it means the pledges of your father, you desire. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand for the truth. So now we read that. Chafatztem, who rotseach haya merosh uva emet lo amad ki emet. You desire. He, a murderer, he was, from the head, from the beginning, and in truth not, he stands for the truth. And so we come to 44c. So we have an aleph, yod, nun safit, bet, yod, vav, bet, vav, mem, dalet, yod, dalet, bet, resh, vav, shin, kuf, resh, yod, dalet, bet, resh, mem, lamed, bet, vav, kaf, yod, mem, shin, kuf, resh, hey, vav, aleph. And there's ein, which means not, bo, meaning in him, midday, whenever. So how do we get that? Midday as an adverb means whenever, as often as, or every time. So whenever, dab ro, he speaks, shekel. Shekel means a falsehood. If we look down here, shikar is a pure verb to lie, to fib. And this is like the noun form, a falsehood. Yadaber, he shall speak. With the yod, it is imperfect. Mi libo, from his heart. Again, the O at the end with the vav is his. And we know lev means heart, right? So from his heart. Ki, for meshaker, a deceiver, literally a liar, because it comes from the same root as shaker. And then who he is. So the truth is not in him. Whenever he speaks a deception, he speaks from his heart, for a deceiver he is. And I've also given you lev as being heart. So now we can read that. Ayin, bo, midday, dab, ro, sheker, ye, daber, mi, li, bo, ki, me, shaker, who? Not in him. Whenever he speaks a falsehood, he shall speak from his heart. For a deceiver, a liar, he is. And we come to 44D. We have a Vav and a Lef, a Ve and a Yod, a He, Shin, Kuf, Resh. And we read it. Va-a-vi, meaning, and the father, and we can add to that of, ha-sha-ker, meaning the falsehood, the father of the falsehood. He is the deceiver and the father of deception, is how it's translated. So we read that. Va-a-vi, ha-sha-ker. And the father of the falsehood. And now we come to our revision, which we do each week, in the hope that we are improving our understanding as we go along with our lessons. So we have mem, we know that has a value of 40, and the lef has a value of 1. So we're in 41. Et ma'a, say the deeds of Avi Kem, your father, Atem, you are, Osim, doing, Va Yomru, and they said Elev unto him. The deeds of your father you are doing, and they said unto him, Lo, not Yaldei, which can be children of, Zenunim, fornication, Anachnu, we, Yesh, there is, Lanu, for us, of a father, Echad, one, who, he, or he is, Ha-Elohim, the Elohim. Not children of fornication, we. There is for us a father, one, he is the Elohim. Now, Mem 40, Vayat 2, we're in 42. Va-Yomer, and he said, Alehem, unto them. And who's speaking? Yeshua. Lu, if only, Haya, he was, Elohim, the Elohim, or just Elohim, Avikem, your father, Ki, for, Ata, now or then, now or currently. And he said unto them, Yahushua, if only he was Elohim, your father, for now, and then we read, Ahavtem, you would love, oti me, ki for, anaki, I, yatsati, I came forth, or I went forth, uvati, and I came, me'et, from, grammar marker, ha Elohim, the Elohim. You would love me, for I emanated, I went forth, and I came from the Elohim. Hen, see here, or behold, lo not, me, ni, from me, or from myself. Vati, I came. Ak, but, who, he, Shalachani, sent me. See here, not from me, I've come, but he sent me. And then we have a Mem 40, Gimel 3. Madua, For what reason or why? Lo not tedu, you do know. Le shoni, my tongue. Ya'an, because of a share that, lo not tuk lun, you shall be able. For what reason? Not you do know my tongue. Because of that, not you will be able. Lishmo, meaning to hear, et devari, my word. To hear my word. And remember 40 dalet 4 and 44. Atem, you, me'et from grammar marker, avi kem, your father, ha satan, the devil, the adversary, ve la'asot, and to do, et grammar marker, ta'avot, the pledges of Avikem, your father. You are from your father, the devil, and to do the pledges of your father. Chafatztem, you do desire. Who he is, Rotseach, a murderer, Haya, he was. Merosh, from the head, from the beginning, Uvaemet, and in truth, lo not, Amad, he stands, ki for emet, the truth. You desire, so that goes with the previous, the pledges of your father you desire, and there's like a comma. Who? He is a murderer, he was, or he a murderer, he was, from the head, the start, and in truth, not he stands for the truth. And then we have in 44c, ain, not, bo in him, me day, meaning whatever, dabro, he speaks, sheker, a falsehood, Yedaber, he shall speak, mi li bo, from his heart, ki for me shaker, a murderer, a deceiver, a deceiver who he is. Not in him whenever he speaks a falsehood, he does speak from his heart. For a deceiver he is, or a liar he is. Va'avi, and the father, ha-sha-ker, of the deception, or the lie. The father of the deception, or the lie. And then we come again to repeat the vowel marks, just so that we are conditioned to understand them. A kamat is the longer sounding A. Patak is shorter. Zere is the longer E sound. Segol, shorter. Shava breaks the word up into its syllables. Cholam is the O sound. Shuruk is the shorter U sound. Kubut's a bit longer. Then we have a combination. Kataf, segol, the short E sound. Then we have chirik, the I sound. And then we have kataf, patak, the shorter A. And then kataf, kamatz, again with the shava. And so we come finally to, again, our resources, because we want to keep encouraging you. They are very useful. And so we have all the values of the letters, which we always randomly go through. Shin is 300. Fe is 80. Lamed is 30. Dalet is 4. Tet is 9, Nun is 50, Resh is 200, Zadeh is 90, Samek is 60, and Mem is 40. And that brings us to the end of this particular lesson, and we just pray that it blesses you, and we want to wish you a Shavua Tov in the name of our Master and Savior, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Messiah. Amen.